Well, Dashers, day one. Packing up the van, and we're about ready to almost head out to hit the road to the beet harvest. So, let's go. Yep, we made it through Oklahoma, but in Kansas, you never guess what. I am trying to outrun this storm. Woo. Maybe I can make it. It's looking pretty scary. Lo and behold, Mother Nature was not kind. In Kansas, we were stuck in Tornado Alley. So I decided that it was time to take a break and, of course, stop at our Love's Hotel. Lo and behold, it's never a good idea when you see a FEMA truck right next to you. But hey, Zeus and I were just perfectly fine staying in the van until the next day. After driving, we decided that it was time for an oil change because Fuzzy needed one, and back on the road we went. It was such a beautiful clearing after getting out of that storm that we finally made it up to South Dakota. Zeus and I took a break at a rest area to take this picture, and I thought it was so cute. Finally making it to Drayton, North Dakota, I had to travel to Halleck, Minnesota, which is where I was staying. As you can see, this is the beet fields not already harvested. I did pass Kennedy Piling Station, which you see right here, and there's not a beet on the field at all ready to be piled. There's no piles. This is the beginning of the beet harvest. As you can see, we have 3 pilers, and we are getting ready to start piling. Off we are to Halleck, Minnesota. This is where I was staying, and I was staying at the Camp Olson Park campground. This was run by the city. Well, Dashers, we have made it to our campsite, so we are going to unpack today. Zeus and I are finished with the drive. We go to orientation tomorrow, and I'm kind of looking forward to it to get this start going, but we are safe, we are sound, and yeah, now the adventure begins. And we are here at orientation. Orientation time. I was finally able to meet Ruth Ann, who I'd been talking for many months, and this is where the Drayton in Pink district was. So as you can see where Kennedy is, that is what the station I was working at. All right, orientation has been completed. I've had to sign all the paperwork, had to watch a safety video, take a small test about the piling operations and things like that. I will be taking a tour of the Drayton processing facility later this afternoon, and I'll give you a rundown on that. Right there is the Drayton processing facility right there. Look at that place. That place is huge. That's where we're going for our training video, or our training session. There it is. We spent most of our training right there learning about the different positions within the piler. How awesome is that? In Drayton, they do have the Supermarket 1878 that is close to the orientation site, and as you can see, it seems to be like a convenience store, but it isn't. It had pretty much all of the items that you would necessarily need. There are some meat, milk, here's cans of soup, ramen even, and you can tell that the shelves are stocked. Now granted, the prices here are a bit pricier, but not astronomical. I mean, you'd pay that much in gas to go to Grand Forks, which is more like an hour away. So a little bit saves on the gas, and you get the convenience of having it right here in Drayton. Now they do have a Love's truck stop, which is open 24 hours, of course. They have RV spots here, very expensive though, wouldn't suggest that. They do have a propane fill for your vehicle, because I use this twice to get propane into Fuzzy. They do have a dog park, so I was able to let Zeus run free. He was happy. And the only fast food right there, Taco John's. And that pretty much does it for this week. It was basically the drive up, getting to camp, setting up, checking in with the camp host, meeting all the other people, doing orientation, going to the safety briefing, and then also I went to a piling site, which I didn't record, to actually see trucks come in and out as it was going to be piling onto the tarmac, which is what basically we were piling the beets on. So I actually got to do the job beforehand, before we actually got into the beet harvest. But I think the amount of hours I worked this week was like 11. So it was 4 hours for the safety briefing, 4 hours for the pre-pile station, where I actually got to see it and work before the actual beet harvest, and 4 hours for orientation, so 12 hours. So I didn't get paid this week, but next week it'll have 1 week of pay for the beet harvest pay, and as well as the 12 hours I got this week. So tune in for the next video. Hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please subscribe, and as always, stop dreaming it and start living it. Bye.